Good morning. Since we do not have any audience right now, I will send first this link to my students through Facebook. Share a link, and let's see, 27 seconds. We have one audience. Hi, Jessa. Kindly share this to your classmates. Wait for a moment. What's happening? Grabe yung eyebags ko. Wait lang ha, wait lang. Mag-share lang ako sa mga GC. Na-late ako ng 5 minutes. Yan. Hi. Comment your section so I can easily jot down your points if ever na kayo ay mag-participate. Ayan. Siyempre, dapat 1A4 ang madami kasi kayo yung klase ko ngayon. Okay. 416. Well, meron din pala tayong first year. F1. Okay. How's my audio? Actually, yung microphone ko hindi siya dito. Hindi ko lang buta ko na ganito. Wala rin palang maririnig sa inyo kasi nandyan sa webcam yung microphone. Ano ko, Angs? Sige. So if you are hearing unnecessary noises, si Ma'am Annalyn at si Ma'am Malu. Papakain ng pusa. Okay. Commercial pa lang, 20 pa lang tayo eh. Good morning. How's your Friday? It's TGIF. Thanks God. It's Friday. Hi, Jessa from 1A4. Jerry, Manzo, Novely 1A4 also. Si Jerry, hindi ko alam kung 1A4 ba siya or ano. Tignan natin ang chat ni Jerry kung siya ay nakapakinig. Ayan. Hindi ko alam kung anong section ni Jerry. Hindi ko na-review. Si Novelyn, sure ako 1A4 to. Tapos madi, ano. Jessica Bautista, Shira De Gracia, Dado Ira. Alam ko yung hindi ako masyadong familiar ni names. Sila yung IT kasi yung A4, familiar na ako since estudyante ko na sila before. Mark, Angelo Ilaw, ayan, si Jessa. Alcantara Jan Briggs. Good morning din. DJ, IT to. Si Mr. Vargas. Jefferson Manalo, active din siya sa Google Meet. Tapos active din siya dito. Ewan ko kung maglalas yung energy niya. So, Maricar Tolentino, by the way, later, I'll be asking you to cooperate, participate somehow. Kahit na magtatype lang kayo ng mga opinions and thoughts and any answer will do later as we go through the discussion. So, the reason why I had it through live streaming is because it's through to the 3 sections. And just like what I mentioned in our group chat, it's gonna be covering only one topic for the direction of communication in business or the communication flow. So later we will discuss it further. Where did I stop? Mr. Hernandez, Joe, how do you pronounce your name? Joker? Anyway, hindi ka naman makakapag-pronounce dito. Ano? Ayan, si A4 din siya. Miss Krisha Ann Evangelista, good morning, Julian, Paul, Joshua. Wow, you have the same name. Dun sa brother ko, Paul Joshua din siya. And then, Christine Grace, Maria Rushan. F2 pala, si Mr. Paul Joshua. Ba't parang ngayon ko lang nakita yung name mo? Sana na-notice ko na siya agad since then. Baka ngayon ko lang umaten. Ayan, Lester Aguila, Maricar Tolentino, A4 nga siya. Jean Dayan, F1. Wow, walang klase ng F1 ngayon Ang galing. Hannah Jean, June Mark, sure ako A4 to, si Mr. Dagus. Kasi, ano kami, nagpa-follow kami sa isa't isa sa TikTok. Kervin, the Chavez, Miss Maria, good morning, A4. Yeah, A4 din pala si Jeric. How did I not know that? Zaira, good morning, Lady Lynn. Miss Ira May, Marlena Hebres, Faith Fetty Sanan. Okay, Pussy, F1. And Clarice Castillo, Jinky Revalo, Donabel, Dax, Aaron, Joshua Mendoza, Ralph Randall. Ang dami nyo naman nakakatuwa kayo. Nicole, Marjorie, Gracia retracted the message. Faith, Cheska, Marjorie, Princess, Flora Joy, Joanne Escueta. Ang dami A4. Ma'am, naka-attend na po ako. Yan din po sabi. Nakakahiya. Huwag naman ako kaya, Paul. Dapat piniin mo na lang. Mukhang ewan. Sorry na. O, edi short term lang yung memory ko. Baka nung first meeting ko lang siya na. It's been months. Good morning. Hehe. Ma'am, waiting po sa blue check. June Mark, mo ba? When it comes to TikTok, ay naku, naganto lang pala. Sorry na. Pero gusto ko lang siya sagutin. Doon sa TikTok, ayoko talaga na ako ma-follow ng maraming kakilala. Kasi yun talaga ay puro kalokohan lang. So, nakakahiya. Parang doon lang ako nakapag-express ng aking nakapag-voice out ng aking sama ng loob. Hindi. Siyempre, pang lang entertain. Ayoko talaga ng Ayan. So, good morning, Jinky and Aris. Hi. Ayan. So, we are already in the 7th minute of pakikipagkwentuhan lang naman because we're waiting for the others. Pero since we are almost 50 right now and supposedly, I'm just expecting for one section from BSED 1A4 na never ko pang na-meet sa Google Meet dahil kailan lang tayo muling nagkita. And as long as the lectures were uploaded, I can say that's enough. And also, I want to remind you, kung hindi nyo pa nabasa yung message ko, the reason why I cannot assign tasks sa ating Google Classroom recently, dito lang naman, alam nyo yun. Dahil ang dami ko naman na-assign na dun sa BSIT kasi napuno na yung storage ng aking Google Drive and it's either I should delete some files which I do not like to because I think those will be important, especially in the grading part or the releasing of cards in case that you have your concerns, ma'am, why did I get lower grade lower grade than my classmate knowing that I submitted this and that will be our only basis. So I'm asking all of you not to or never to unenroll in our class in the Google Classroom because again, that will be our only reference, like a proof or evidence of the basis why you got that particular grade. So yeah, that's the reason why I cannot access or I cannot really use my Google Classroom and Google email and yeah, because of that storage. I do not know how much is that storage. If I can afford it, then I'll buy. If I cannot, then I'll just erase some files which are not that necessary, especially my videos before. You know that. Okay. Saan ba ako nag-start? June Mark, yeah. I agree. Syra, John Carlo, Faith Apple, Lovely, Pauline, Familara, and Wancho Joy Marie. So again, if I ask you a question, kindly share with me your thoughts kasi syempre, I would appreciate it more and maybe I will memorize your names more easily if you are active in class. So today we will be discussing the direction of communication in business. Again, it's in the context of business. It's not any. We will be discussing the direction of communication in business. Again, it's in the context of business. It's not any type of communication or any communication process that you have or are involved with, like the informal ones outside the classroom or at home, because this one is in the context of business. Now, what do you know about business or companies? So I just want to relate those two terms. Any idea about that? What do you know about a business? It can be a small business. I mean, the one that you're thinking right now can be a small business. If you are running a business, feel free to express or share your thoughts with us. Or it can be the big companies that you know, or maybe you are looking forward to be part of that company. Especially for the IT, it can be the Apple company or something like that. What do you know about the business? When you hear of the word business, what comes to your mind, class? Sige, I'm waiting for your response. Kahit na siguro one or two responses will do. I'll check my phone in case na mabagal ang dating ng response dito. Flex ko lang. I just bought this. It's nice. Okay. Hi, why is there no one responding? Hi, answer my question. I hate you. Answer my question. Any idea will do, huh? I'll be the one to answer. Okay, I can see the answer of Miss Christine. Ba't mas updated dito? Ano? Uy, ang galing. Sorry, so I'll be using two devices. Ayan. I like the idea of Miss Christine in one word. It's a big word to define or to describe something about business. It's transaction. A business will not continue or will not be pursued if there are no transactions in it. In business that sell goods and services, can be buy and sell stuff. It sell or it offers businesses in exchange of something. Especially when it comes to business, the first thing that may come to your mind is about money or monetary stuff. So thank you, Christine, for that. Mr. Angelo, yeah. Um, the one with the buy and sell or sell goods and services, correct? Jinky, for me, business is not about gaining profit, but it also helps people. Wow, what kind of businessman? I like that heart. If all the businessmen have that heart as Jinky, then I can say that there will be more employees to stay in that particular company, because the reason why some employees are leaving a company is because they are not treated well or they are not valued by their employer. So ang ganda lang nung kanyang sinabi na business is not just about money or gaining profit, but it's more of helping the people who are serving. That's good. I like it. Good morning, Angelica. And Wancha Joy Marie Business is an organization that talks about profit by providing the needs and wants of the society. So I just want to focus on Joy Marie's answer. The point that she raised about providing the needs and wants of the society. Now, if you will start your business, of course, you have to consider the clients or the expected customers, and who will the customers be and the clients be. Of course, they are part of the society that you are living in. So that's the priority. Next is for Marlena Hebres, business is the organized efforts and activities of individuals to produce and sell goods and services for profit. Now, it's like already the summary of those things that I already mentioned. And that's correct. Thank you, Jessica Bautista, making products or selling something in order to make money. Now, I guess the answer of Miss Jessica is anchored from the idea of small businesses. Because if you are, let's say, I tried to sell products before, and it's more of getting profit from that through selling products and buying, of course, having my capital and then selling it with the profit in return. Next is Pauline Familara. Business is about buying and selling products, correct? And selling products. So Pauline corrected her answer. Miss Roshan and Maria, planning products. Thank you. Flora Joy, business can be defined as an organization, whether profitable or non-profitable. Now, yeah, it's a negotiable. It's a thing. It's like a negotiation and transaction can be non-profitable. It depends upon the business. Next is business and organization. But yeah, I like it when you are pointing to one organization because usually companies are, of course, composed of people in one organization having the same goal. And that is to serve that company. So, ayan, there are still answers. Let me read it fast so that we can proceed to our next topic. Wait. Ang dami palang sumagot, nakakatuwa. You won't regret answering that, I'm telling you. All your efforts in typing and sharing your thoughts will be worth it later on. Okay, Miss Flora, Miss Joshua Mendoza, okay. John Briggs, Noveline, business is about selling, purchasing products. John Mark, it's not all about earning money, but exchanging services or products. Joshua, it's also an entity that seeks to profit from a product or service. Now, for Jarek, business includes effort, passion, and heart. You put your heart into to that as you exert effort so that it will be a successful one. Wait, it says here that my connection is unstable and they are trying to reconnect it. Hi, Ma'am Joyce. I need to plug in my charger. Okay. Rachel said it's individual's usual job or profession. If you see it as that without effective communication among the employers, the clients, and even the customers with the people serving that company or involved in that business, there could be no profit or the business, we might say that we could say that this may not be a successful one if there is no effective communication in it. Okay, and now let us proceed to the directions of communication in business, or simply we can say that these are the communication flow. First is we have the downward communication. Take note of this downward communication. It's top down, downward or top down. Downward, it's easy because from the top it goes down. So this is downward communication, and this is the usual flow of communication. It's from the administration, from the management, the head, the boss, the CEO, communicating or communicating down to the people of lower position. From higher rank, nagko-communicate to the lower position. Again, downward communication happens from the person of higher position down to the one in lower position or in lower rank. So that's downward. Again, it's the usual flow of communication. Second is the upward, and this is the opposite of downward communication. If downward from the top goes down, upward is the opposite because it starts from the person or individual from a lower rank or position communicating to someone who is higher in position. I hope that is good. And as explained, by the way, I want to share with you also. Again, this is the book that I'm using. I know some of you have this already. If your friends or siblings or took the same course and probably my class. So they have this. So it says here that the message comes from a person from a lower rank to a person to a higher rank. So the example here is an employee reporting to the CEO. That's the upward communication. Next is the parallel or lateral communication. Parallel, equal. Okay? Ala, unstable na naman siya. is where the message or communication is between or among the people of the same rank or position. So we can say that the communication flow or the direction of communication is lateral or parallel when it is the people of the same rank who are communicating with each other. For example, if not in the business setup, let's say in a classroom, for you to understand it more easily, I hope it helps. If it's the teacher that communicates to the students, that's an example of downward. However, if the communication or the message comes from the students to the teacher, then it could we can say that it's an example of upward communication. However, if it is the students who are communicating with each other, let's say um, Joker and Zaira are classmates. They are both students of purposive communication under my class. Then, if they communicate with each other for whatever purpose, then that could be an example of parallel or lateral communication. Next is the outward flow of communication or outward. In Filipino, it's palabas. It's involving external factor or the people outside the business. This is the company's communication with any other organizations rather. It can be from from Shopee. I don't know if it makes sense. Or let's say yung Shopee, yung organization nila, communicates to the clients na gustong magbenta rin ng product sa kanila. Let's say, the product of my friend, Beyond the Label PH, yung printing of the shirts, they want to have their products sold on Shopee. Then, of course, there is a communication between them. And since they are they are from different organizations, then that is an example of a parallel or lateral communication. Outward communication. Why am I out of my mind? Okay, so that's an example of an outward. Also, when it's the employee or from the organization communicating with the customers, since the customers are not really part of the organization, although they are the stakeholders or they are the priority, still that's considered an outward communication. Okay. There is one more. Wait. Wait lang po. I-check ko lang kung siya ay Okay. It's unstable. I don't know if you can still understand. Why? Or I cannot really use my Google Classroom. Okay ba? Nakalagay dito. Nagsumbong. Wait lang. Ayan o. Okay lang? Sure kayo? Sige, I'll proceed na. I'll still send you my photo that says it's not stable. In case you don't believe me, guys. But I know you believe me. Okay, since you told me that there's nothing wrong with the internet connection, unlike what's written on my screen that it's unstable, that they're trying to reconnect me, whatever YouTube, let me proceed to another type of communication that's kind of informal, or let's say this is not accepted nor part of the system of that organization, and this is what we call the grapevine. Grapevine, as in grapes. Diba? Yung grapes naman is, yung parang gumagapang. So, siguro that's the reason why it's called grapevine, because these includes the rumors or chismis that is not contributing to the success of any organization. So, this is including rumors from one person to another. So, this is not accepted nor an adopted system of communication in the business world, but since it's unavoidable, it really happens. in any company or in any organization. But I hope somehow it will be reduced and we will not be part of um, this communication flow. I mean, we will not do or execute this kind of flow of communication because, again, this is not healthy in the organization. So let me just sum up the four when it comes to the formal. Okay, for communication flows or directions of communication in business, we have the downward, which is the usual one, top down, CEO down to the employees or of lower rank, higher rank to lower rank, upward, the opposite of downward. So if CEO down to the let's say the staff is an example of downward communication. Then when the communication starts with the employee or the staff reporting to the CEO, then that's already an upward communication. And the lateral or parallel, it's a communication flow that exists when the people of the same rank, boss to boss, or VPs to VPs, typical employees to their colleagues, as an example of parallel or lateral, and outward when the person involved or the individuals involved are outside that organization. It can be anyone from the organization or from the company that reaches out to the customers or to other organizations. Just like what I said, it can be from Shopee to the other investors, or I don't know the term, or other business owners who want to be part of that organization. So it can be the communication could be like for partnership, negotiation, or we do not know much. And lastly, that even if it's not part of the formal or adopted system in any organization, but still it exists. It's called the grapevine communication, wherein it includes the informal transmission of information from um, person to another person. These are the gossips and the rumors, the success of any organization. So that is it for the direction of communication in business. Okay. Let me see what else. Sige, no need for this. Okay, now that I'm done with the direction in business communication, let me just remind you of the topics that are included in our finals. And although these will not be asked to you in our final examination, because as I said, our final examination is through the actual performance, wherein this is going to be a job interview, a simulation of job interview, pretending that you are an applicant applying to my company. And I don't know, it's up to you what position would you like to apply. And you still need to have enough knowledge on the topics discussed. Again, the flow of communication, the what else did I discuss? Enough knowledge on the topics discussed. Again, the flow of communication, the what else did I discuss? The minutes. I mean the minutes. I mean the business letter writing, including the minutes of the meeting, the memorandum, and the job application process, and yeah, this one. So all those stuff will be part of your activities to be uploaded maybe today or by Monday once my Google Drive is already okay. Okay? Pero again, I have given you enough reminder when it comes to the things that you need to prepare for your final examination, your attire for that, and that will be via Messenger. I will be having video call with you as you answer my questions. So, do you have any questions about it? Okay. The chat room is open for your query. My nose is itchy. Anything to say? Anything to ask? Let me use my phone because my laptop is slow. Do you have questions, guys? Anyone? Sige, wala pa naman. Have questions? If you don't have any question, then let's call it a day. Okay na? Wala talaga. I am going to end this streaming if there are no more questions from you. Sige, let me wait for a little longer in case na late nyo rin siya ma-realize. Ayan, si Junmark. Buti pa si Junmark nag-respond. Wala na daw siyang tanong. Are you ready? I mean, your outfit, is it ready already? Ayan. Thank you so much, Jessica. Tingnan nyo, mas nauna talaga dito. Ayan. Okay, thank you so much. Ma'am, question po. Yes, Jean Dayan, pwede po ba ibang color ang coat, not black? Oo naman. Ay, titignan ko pa yung kagaya doon ng profile niya sa Gmail. Nakikita ko parang siyang, is it gray or white? Oh, okay, no problem with that as long as you feel confident. And kung yun yung available sa bahay niyo, why not, diba? I don't want you to spend anymore just to have that attire, decent attire for the interview. Anyway, it's just gonna be an hour. You just have to take photo of yourself, full body. Magano kayo ha? I-assign ko na rin yun. I will be assigning one task in our Google Classroom wherein you will be uploading your complete attire kasama yung ayos ng buhok sa mga babae at yung decenteng ayos din sa mga lalaki from head to toe including the shoes. That's part of the grading if you learn this decent attire. Pero a reminder is you don't need, or I don't really want you to spend kung hindi naman talaga sapat. I mean, if you don't have enough budget for that, then don't spend. You may just borrow from anyone na malapit lang sa inyo. Kasi magpa-picture lang kayo and for that interview na kahit half body. Sa pinaka-actual interview, pwedeng yung ganito lang. Pero syempre, wag niyong gayahin ito kasi napaka-casual ang suot ko ngayon. Kasi it's Friday. Okay? So, okay lang siya. Kung anong kulay, Jean, ayoko naman na magkakaparehas yung inyong itsura dun. Yun ay suggested lamang. Guide lang yun. Pero hindi siya yung dapat na suotin nyo kasi parang uniform na yun pag lahat kayo na ganun. Okay, thank you so much. Uy, grabe naman si John Moore. Mga arkilabang, yaman. Huwag naman, baka kayo patawag pa ng mga magulang nyo. Saan po mag-a-apply? Okay. Wait lang. Doon sa tanong na saan po mag-a-apply, yung BS Ed, napagawa ko na kayo ng resume, di ba? Kayo ba yun? Kasi I will be asking you, since that's part of our business letter writing, you will be, no, sige, I don't want your resume anymore. I will just ask you to prepare an application letter. Yun lang. Kasi in that application letter, I will see what position are you applying to. Okay? So, again, let me remind you the expected activities to be uploaded on our Google Classroom. First is the attire from head to shoes, from head to toe. Second is the application letter wherein you will be stating, you check the video about the example of an application letter. Sorry, that's a cover letter, no? Pero anyway, the application letter includes the person or to whom are you addressing that, and I will be focusing on the message, the construction of your message, the body of the letter that says what position are you applying to, how did you learn about the hiring process, and yung last nyo doon, di ba sa third paragraph, you're looking forward to having a chance to talk to me about your application. Ayun, sige. Good. Doon sa PSED A4 na nakagawa na, you may just use the same application letter na ipapasa nyo sa akin. Sa Google Classroom, kapag okay na, wala mo na magpapasa at wala pa tayong Google Classroom A4 kasi nga syempre special kayo. Ayun. So, walang problema kung ipapasa ng A4 ay yung same application letter, pero pero po ay make sure na sa ating interview, yun yung paninindigan nyo. Yun yung sagot ko dun sa tanong ni, sino nagtanong nun? Sorry na. Ayun, sa tanong ni Aaron kung saan daw mag-a-apply, it depends upon you. Ilagay nyo lang yung pangalan ko sa sa mag-hire sa inyo. Kung anong company man ako mapupunta, ha? Okay lang yun, magkakaiba-iba. If for example, yung BSN, nag-a-apply sila as teacher sa, let's say, sa Minsu, o ako yung president. Hindi, part ako ng HR kasi ako mag-hire. Pero pwedeng ilagay niyo yung president. Ay, kung sino talagang president. Pero again, I'm not after the names kahit yung iba, let's say sa Apple company, kung sa mga BSIT or sa Microsoft. I don't care kung sino pang ilalagay yung mga CEO doon. Okay? Pero ako yung sa HR. Ako yung mag-interview sa inyo. So nakalagay doon kung anong position ang gusto nyo and the questions are already given. Sure ako na doon lang kukuha ng tanong, huwag kayong mag-alala. So, dapat ready kayo. Kahit po sa McDo, okay lang. Kung si Aaron ay, let's say, sa darating na summer vacation ay gustong mag-apply sa McDo or sa kahit na anong restaurant as crew, okay lang. At gusto nyo mag-practice sa interview at saka sa writing ng application letter, okay lang din. It's up to you. I do not limit you to the job that you want to be in. Pero just parang ina-assume ko lang na your position that you want to be in is aligned to your course. Yun lang. Idea ko lang yun. Pero again, that's not limited to that. Opo, gumawa po kami. Sige. Ma'am, okay lang po ba na hindi color black ang slacks? Okay lang. Ako gumagamit ako ng brown slacks, white. Depende kung yun yung partner nung ano, white. Depende kung yun yung partner nung ano ko eh. Shout out daw si Joker. Hernandez. Okay na? Shout out daw si Joker. Hernandez. Okay na? What else? Did I address all your questions? Or meron pa? Awesome. Sabi ni Mercal, V. Anong V? Any more questions? Again, wala akong ano dun sa mga names na ilalagay nyo. I'm after the message of your letter and the structure of the letter, the grammar, the attire, and your actual answering of the questions. Matikim lang po ng fries. Uy, ang hirap sa fast food. Okay. Meron pa ba? Aside from, ayan. To the 51 viewers of this live, if you are not my student, thank you for dropping by. If you're my student, then thank you also for attending. So, if there are, ma'am, may exact date na po ng final exam. Wait lang. Di ba next week ay, Ma'am Joyce, alam niyo na kung anong schedule ng final exam? Kasi hindi ba tayo sasabay doon? Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yan, kung July. Shout out kay Donabel Mendoza. Hi John Ray Arpia. Ayan. So with regards to the schedule of the exam, I already told you that since ours is the actual performance, we don't need to wait for the schedule of the exam because we cannot finish that in like 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay? So we will be starting it early, but next week, since it's just June, next week siguro, that will be allotted for your preparation and for the submission of the letter and other requirements on the Google Classroom. So isang bagsakan siya. Okay. And also, I will be assigning quiz. That's for sure with regards to all the topics that I included. You just need to refer to the video about the minutes of the meeting in their office and the job application. And this one, the communication process. So again, next week is not yet the beginning of our final exam, maybe the week after that. And since this will be in alphabetical order, and sana ma-ready nyo yun. Okay, anyway, I will be informing you ahead of time for your preparation of the outfit and the internet connection. Sana makahanap kayo ng somehow tahimik na parte ng inyong bahay para unlike last year, talaga namang ang daming mga chicken, daming rooster na napapakinggan yung interviewer. And yung iba, I just want to share it with you because it's really funny, a funny experience of mine. They were in the restroom kasi phone call lang yun. Talaga napapakinggan ko yung echo kasi siguro yun lang yung tahimik. So, I really appreciate the effort of my students. Pero since video call, wag mo naman tayong pumunta doon. Ano? So, kahit sa gantong place lang or kahit na tahimik, hindi man siya perfectly white or plain background, pero tahimik and hindi siya distracting sa likod. Okay? See? Anong meron, Aaron? Ba't yung sinashoutout si Donabel? Ayan. So, kung wala na kayong tanong, let me end this because it has been 41 minutes since I started this streaming. So, thank you so much, everyone. It's since I started this streaming. So, thank you so much, everyone. BSN 1A4, BSIT 1F1, and BSIT 1F2. Thank you and good luck on your activities and the final examination. Okay? Bye.